is kind, you is smart, you is important. You is smart, you is kind, you is important. That's so good.
Exaggerating.
No,
I'm not exaggerating.
Actually, this is good. So I'm glad the cameras are rolling because I didn't want to bother you because you seem like you're in that Olympic zone.
Yes.
I was going to ask you, are you training for a triathlon or
No,
what?
I'm training to just kind of stave off middle age.
Well, middle age will never catch you because
We're gonna run like hell from it.
No, middle age is not catching her. You were moving. I will never go work out again when you were in my presence because I was embarrassed.
And that was the point, to intimidate you.
Yeah, you did intimidate me. But enough of that. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this movie because this movie's fantastic. And I really want to jump into it, and I want you to talk about the importance of the story and what it meant to you to be involved with this.
You know, it meant a lot. I just had a lot of stake in this story, in this time period, you know, and educating people about what our history was in this country, and humanizing what people would just label as maids. You know, everyone says you're playing a maid, and I just want to say I'm playing Aibileen, and Octavia's playing Minnie, and Ingenue Ellis is playing Yule May. Cicely is playing Constantine. You know, we're people. We have names, and we have heart, and we have humor, and we have love, and we have life. And I just think it's important for people to understand that we indeed were human, and we played a part in shaping history in a way in terms of raising these children when these women couldn't, you know. And in Mississippi, of all places, birthplace of the White Citizens Council and the KKK and Emmett Till and the death of Medgar Evers, you know, and that these women, these incredible women, were born out of that.
And I like that too about this movie, and I want each of you to touch on that. I love seeing that this movie shows strong women on both sides. I like the diversity of that. Because you don't see that a lot in Hollywood movies.
Absolutely. So we talked about.
We were saying that you don't see this many well-written female roles in anything. I mean, there are, 8?
8, and they're different ages.
And that's what I like. I like
different
that
ages and races.
Amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Skeeter, get down here. Something just arrived from New York for ya.
What is that?
Shine-a-later, all the way from New York City. I'm a good mother. Come on, sit down. The whole system costs $11. Even smells expensive. You're gonna look beautiful on your date tonight.
I can feel the hope in your fingers. No.
So what was it like when you were shooting? Because I know when you walk into a project, you feel one way because you've read the script. How did your emotions change as the process of shooting the film evolved?
With this, I mean, maybe for me, as I was shooting the movie, I was learning more and more about the history, about where we were, about what had happened, about the story we were telling, you know, driving by grave sites and
Tallahatchie River.
I mean, just being on the Tallahatchie River, just being
and
there
seeing
right
people
next to it.
swimming in the Tallahatchie River, which is murky and.
Oh my God! It was just so much as time. It just added more and more and more depth and humility and you know it only got more important as the shoot went on, you know?
Well, I like movies like this, movies that are moving and create a sense of emotion. So I want to ask each one of you, what's that one movie that moved you or made you get, you know, created some emotions that just sort of poured out of you while you were watching, and why?
I've got different movies that did different things for different reasons, you know? Comedies that really deeply affected me because I wanted to be a comedian, or social movies that, like we were talking about Network the other day.
Absolutely, Network is a big one for both of us.
Just speaks out on the hypocrisies of our time, you know?
Absolutely.
There's a lot.
Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman was my first movie on was televised, and I just thought, oh my God, and what that woman lived through, what Jane Pittman lived through, and to see Cicely Tyson's performance, and I watched it again before I did the movie. I watched it again, just to remember why I wanted to do this to begin with, and oh my God, and this commentary afterwards, and I thought, that's it, you know.
Well, you know what? This is a fantastic movie. Terrific performances. Congratulations, and thanks for the experience. Job well done.
Yes.
Yes, job very much well done. Thank you.